Hello folks, Peebo here. Robbyn's with us today. Today folks, we're going out in a little boat. We're trying to catch crappie. We're going trolling for crappie. Where's them things? I got some baits and stuff here. Today folks, we're using the yums, little chartreuse yums. These do real well out here. Another option in color is the white ones. Now both will do well. And I brought with me the Bobby Garland crappie baits. They're kind of they're a funny color, maybe some kind of an orangish, pinkish, sparkly looking thing, and they catch crappie down at Lake Monroe real well. We're going to try to use the smaller jig head so we don't have so much depth and get caught on snags. That's important. But we're going to get out there and catch some crappie and whatever else wants to bite. I just put 1,000 catfish in there. You've probably all seen that video last week. That was a lot of fun. But anyway, let's join us for some catfish, crappie fishing fun. And here we go. Folks, there's my brother Dan right there, and he's building a building here, shelter there, and that's what he's doing. So folks, we got a fish on here. We're just trolling around for these crappie, and we got one on here. There we are. Yeah, we got a nice little crappie here. Let me get on with the trolling motor. Yeah, there's a nice little fish. He's just kind of a small one. Well, folks, there's an old beaver lodge right there, and that's what's back here in the cove. Still got a few old trees standing. These trees have been underwater since 1983. Those are, what do you call that? Black locust. That's a thorn tree. Big old gnarly thorns on them they used to have. But that's back in the cove here. Folks, I never missed a chance to try to catch a catfish. So we've got our 4 catfish poles put out right there at the dock, and we're running around trolling for crappie. So folks, I saw this fishing pole draw tight, and I didn't know maybe it had a fish or not, so I guess it's not. I was going to check it. So, well, we still got the bait on there. We're using some of Gary Danner's strawberry chicken today, and let's put that right back out there. That's a good spot. Folks, we got us a fishy here. He feels like a pretty nice one. He's kind of out there splashing, jumping around. Robyn. Yeah, here we go. Hey, we got us a fish on this trolling. It looks like a crappie right there. If I can keep the line tight, I can get him in. He's coming up. There he comes. See if we can just hoist him right in. Well, that's a pretty nice fish right there. Make sure I ain't trying to run aground, because yeah, we're all right. Well, look at that guy, folks. He's a pretty nice fish right there. Yeah, little crappie. He's a handsome guy. See if we can get that hook out. I didn't bring my little tool with me. I can work on this a little bit. Right there. There it goes. Well, he's a champion. Yeah, nice crappie. All right, let's let him go. See you later, little buddy. Yeah, yay for fishing. Yeah, folks, just trolling along using the little chartreuse jig head. I'll throw it out there. Get some slack going on and just troll along and let them hit it. There we go. We are in business. Well, here's a little fish, folks. He looks like a little bitty one. Yeah, a little bitty one. See, now this is actually what I wanted to see in here, because I got a bunch of 3 and 4 pound catfish in here. I wanted to make sure there's some little fish about that size that they can eat. So ain't he a little one? But he's good for the pond because he's going to be catfish bait. All right, I got another little crappie here, folks. I got to keep your line tight on these guys, or they slip off. They'll jump off. Boy, they're really good at it. Now here he is, right here. Oh, let's see, what is he, about 6 inches or something? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, a little crappie. All right, little guy. Thanks for stopping by. See you later. He really took off. Really took off. You know about this pond, you always catch one right through here. This is a good spot to catch one. Now Robbyn says I'm running aground here. Oh, she's right too. Look at that. Look at that. We better steer to the port. Hard to port. All right, we're in good shape now. We get a little close to the shoreline. Now, I want to tell you about this spot here, so I get turned around in this boat. Oh, here we go. As most folks know, we've got some huge hybrid grass-eating carp, and right over here is the area they like to hang out in. And we cruise through here in the boat, and you look down the water and you see a great big muddy patch where they took off and stirred the mud up. It's really something to see, and this is where you see that, because this is where them great big grass-eating carp hang out mostly. And I have a plan to come here and carp fish right in this area. Well, folks, we've decided to take a little break from trolling for crappie and try to catch a bluegill up here. We're going to bait up these catfish poles again, and we're going to sit here in the chairs for a little while. How'd you do out there today, Robbyn?
Nada.
Didn't get anything. I caught 2 or 3 crappie. Robbyn got snagged 2 or 3 times. She'd had enough of that, and we're going to try our luck at a bluegill here and see how that goes. Okay, folks, let's get Robbyn out there. We got the number 6 Aberdeen hook, the little split shot, the classic rosy bobber. So we're going to use the night crawlers today for the bluegill. Put on a little piece of night crawler about like that, and worked pretty well. Okay, Robbyn, let's get right out there. Yeah, not very much wind today, folks. That's a good thing. It's been windy all spring. Hey, that's a good spot right there. Well, let people get out there, and I'm going to check the baits on all these poles because we've been out trolling for crappie and neglecting these guys. But hey, before we do that, let's take a look at the water temperatures. About 4 days ago, I guess it's been now 4 days ago, we checked the water temperatures, and it was 64. Let's see where we're at. Let me have a look at this. Oh my goodness. 78. I'm seeing I'm seeing, am I seeing that right? Let's take a look. Yeah, 78 degrees water temperatures. Wow, that's a big increase. We'll have to think about what that means. You know, catfish will begin to spawn at about 70 to 75. You know, everything's spawning now. 78 degrees water temperatures, Robyn.
Mm-hmm.
That's up from 64. That's 14 degrees. Wow, in 4 days. I'm having trouble getting my head around all that.
How deep is that thermometer?
It's on the bottom. It's sitting on the bottom down there.
Well,
it's in 4 feet of water.
It's been pretty warm.
Yeah.
And staying warm at night.
Okay. Folks, the fishing's been kind of slow. I've been sitting here watching this bobber on the dock for several hours. Robbyn tells me that I've got a sun on my face, that I got a sunburn. We've been here a while. Hey, the wildlife report. We saw 3 deer go running across the field. We saw 2 ducks. The barred owl was singing, and some red-winged blackbirds.
We saw a flycatcher. A flycatcher.
A flycatcher.
And some purple martins.
Purple martins.
Purple martins, yeah. And a buzzard. A few buzzards.
Some buzzards.
Yeah, some buzzards. Can't leave them out.
No. All right, folks, there's the wildlife report. We're going to stay on a little longer here. Maybe we'll catch a fish.
Maybe we won't.
Maybe we won't, but you know, sometimes fish ain't really what you came for. So we're having a great time. A great day of fishing. Yay for fishing. I may have me a fish, no. Goodness, that's the only bite I've had all day. And I missed him. It was a pretty good bite. Went down like he meant business. It was a swing and a miss. Well, folks, we did get any bites on the bluegills today. Bite just kind of slowed down to nothing on that, but it's been a good day of fishing. We caught some crappie out there in the boat today. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Like and subscribe and leave me a comment. And remember, yay for fishing!